Hi, quick update on our very late to get planted garden. The Coconut Coir thing, the experiment we did, check this out. Okay, the germination period on all of these things that we planted typically said about, it said like 7 to 10 days or things like that. And within 72 hours, almost all of this stuff was up. The corn got so big so fast, it's already been transplanted to the garden. We'll see that in a minute. Here's our little site map, our map thing that we made. This is turnips. The first 2 turnips that popped up, I transplanted them to the garden as an experiment to see if the soil that I bought killed them. And I'll explain that in just a second. This is green peppers, and they're the only thing that haven't come up yet. Not sure what's going on there. It ain't looking good. But look what's happening with some of this stuff. The root is growing, and some of them, it was growing over and getting into the neighboring pod or whatever these things are called. So most everything has come up. This is jalapenos. This is peas. This is okra. Okra is getting after it. This one, nothing's come up above ground, but we got roots there. So I think it's probably gonna pop through. I'm fixing to transplant this stuff. Pretty pleased with how this Coconut Coir thing came out. Let me show you. The reason that we wanted to do the test on our soil is because these are watermelon and cantaloupes that we planted. And that we planted in 5 pots, watermelon seeds, and in the 6th one, we used the soil that I bought, the bulk soil, just to see. And they didn't come up at the same time the rest did. I didn't know, man, is this bad soil? It was only 2 or 3 days behind. It's like this is our soil, and this is Miracle Grow, right? So the sock monkey tells me he thinks it's because that soil is more compacted. See, this is our soil, and it is something did pop up, so it's fine. And that's cantaloupe. These are cantaloupes. And where's the watermelon in soil? Yep, that's it. Okay. So, yep, these are going in the garden too. Got an automatic watering system here that works off of a timer. You can push that button and turn it on manually, or it comes on. I've got it set for twice a day for 30 minutes. Right now, it's going to be some trial and error here. We follow the hose around here. It takes you to the garden. And then it transitions into soaker hose, which I'll run back and forth here. Have another 25 footer over there as I need to add on. I transplanted a tomato plant here that was not doing well, and it has taken off since. And has actually got some blooms there where it's going to make fruit. And according to the sock monkey, I can do some pruning on the lower half of this plant, and I'm planning on doing that. Oh, look, there's actually a little tomato on there. That's happened since yesterday. There's my corn that we planted. There were 2 things of corn in each of those pods, and I'm not going to try to separate them. They both came up in every case, and we planted 2 just to be sure we got something to come up in the Coconut Coir pods, and doubled up on it. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it is what it is. And we've got tomato plants here. These are going to stay in the pot. I think they're just too big to transplant. Oh, that's got an owie on it. That's not good. Nice looking plant, not to have more fruit than that on it. Green peppers. Oh, there we go. Yeah, looking nice. And there's another little one. Yep. So I'm going to stick those in the ground. That's all I'm going to do today. I've got the turnips planted right there. And in the next row over there is the okra. I got that in the ground. And you can barely see it, but the next 2 rows, I've got peas and the green, actually the peas are half of a row and the green peppers the jalapeno peppers are the other half of that row. And I'm not going to do anything with these. So I'm not seeing any roots or any sign that there's been any germination of those bell peppers. So they may have been dud seeds, or I don't know. Got to think about that. Not sure what to do here. The things I like, I still need to transplant to the garden, or the cantaloupe and watermelon, and I think I'll save that for tomorrow. Tomorrow's project will be adding that 25 foot of soaker hose and transplanting watermelon and cantaloupe. I thought about transplanting them into the extra dirt here. You plant watermelons and cantaloupe on mounds, not that big a mound, but I don't think I'm going to do that, because then it will have to be manually watered, and yeah, I don't like the idea of that. You see my garden on the corners, it's the same way on the other corner on that end. When that load of dirt hit, it was so heavy it displaced the brick kind of, and with the extra dirt that fell on the outside, it holds it in place. It ain't going nowhere, but it's going to take a good bit of shovel work to put that back right. And I'll probably do that before the fall garden goes in. We'll see. For the time being, it's going to be fine. The long-term plan is to add in to use this slot in this brick, and there'll be another piece of lumber there, another set of boards coming out to here, and I think I'm only going to extend it 6 feet, and that will be about enough dirt to fill that in. If I'm short, it'll be very little additional dirt that I would need. You see, I've still got this on the side, and some on that side as well. A little silk bag that I put over this bunch of tomatoes. I saw that on a YouTube video. Pretty cool, huh? I'm gonna see if that works to keep the birds out. This one's doing pretty good too. Man, I hate seeing these. I don't know if that's bugs or whatever, make a little blotch on tomatoes. I had a tomato yesterday that was all black on the bottom, and it's called end rot or something like that, calcium deficiency. So working on doing something about that with some supplements. Look at this thing. I don't know what that is, but it almost died in a little TLC, and it came back to life, and it's made some nice pretty flowers. I like it. That came from my sister-in-law's funeral. My brother-in-law gave it to me, and it got left out, and it frosted. It froze one night. Not last winter, the winter before. It's been a long road back for it. Peach tree is growing like crazy. Bought that 5 years ago. They said it would make fruit in its second year. Hadn't made any fruit yet, but it really struggled to start growing. It's finally taking off, and the neighbor lady let me plant one in her yard, because I was told that peach trees, you got to have 2 of them for them to pollinate, and there's 2 little peaches on hers, even though it's a much smaller tree. Got tomatoes growing here, and this is the last thing I wanted to show. Check that out. There's that. I'm trying to get a good shot of it. This limb off of this tomato plant that's, I mean, just barely hanging on. Why can't I get that to focus? There, see how little bit of that is not broken loose? So we follow it up. I thought this bunch was off it, but they're not. That's a different one. But the broken one is growing these. So that's something else. I'm really surprised by that. And I'm fixing to do some pruning with guidance from my buddy the sock monkey, a gardener guy. Like this yellowing thing that's below the fruit. A lot of this is coming out. So I'm gonna get that done, and that's it. I don't have a garden like a lot of people do. It's big time and organized and all that kind of stuff. But I'm enjoying what I'm doing. It works for me. This one, I'm not sure what's going on. It hasn't made any fruit, but I think this means that it's gonna try, right? It's got these blossoms on it. We're gonna see. I'm gonna prune it, and maybe that'll help it out too. I'll see you later. I'm out of here.